Hey everybody, welcome back to what we're talking about today, which is the prices for regional entry. I was gonna make like a PowerPoint and like do this whole thing, but I decided that was too much work and I didn't feel like it, so I didn't. But basically we found out today, not today, a couple days ago now, that the price to enter a Pokemon regional is increasing from, I believe it was about $60 to 60, or no, I believe it was like, no, yeah, about $60, $65, which after tax means it's about $70 to enter a Pokemon regional, which is just sounds like so much money. I I've not played in a Pokemon regional since like 2016, and in 2016 for VGC it was free. I didn't have to pay anything, and they gave me the freaking promo card anyway. It was very interesting. All TCG players had to pay, I believe, about $20, which is reasonable. Because at the time, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh mostly, and all Yu-Gi-Oh regionals are $20. In fact, they're still $20. We'll look at that in a second. But $70 is too much for a Pokemon regional. Like, I understand that there's basically at any given Pokemon regional, if they have Pokemon Go, there's basically 9 tournaments happening in any given Pokemon regional, but that's 9 times the amount of people that you're accepting regional entry fees from. It should balance out. I know these venues have to be big, but we're gonna talk about it in a second. So basically, Baltimore Regional, they announced their pricing. It's $65 after tax. It's like $69, which is basically $70. This is what you get. You get a $20 Ultra Pro coupon, which I don't know what that means. Is it like a gift card? Is it $20 off of a purchase of $100? I don't know what that means. Whatever. You get a playmat or a hat. You get the promo card, which is not usually a playable card. It's usually like some trash, like Middle Evolution or something, and a bag. All right, so you get, I don't know, maybe that's like $65 worth of stuff. But it's not $65 worth of stuff that you really want to use, like especially if you're playing Go or VGC, which is, there is no VGC event here. So this regional is actually going to be presumably smaller than most other regionals because there'll only be 6 tournaments happening. That's junior, seniors, masters, junior, seniors, masters for TCG and Go. Yeah, I don't know. Just Let's go look at let's look at how they've increased over time. There's this nice article by Poke Beach. If you don't use Poke Beach, it's mostly for like TCG, but I play the trading card games, so I use Poke Beach quite frequently. Basically, tournaments were free until about 2013, 2014, that season, when master players had to pay $20, and it was still free for everybody else. Then in 2016, everybody has to pay the same price, which is still $20. And in 27, entry fees have been rising. They went 30 to 40 in 2017, 50 in 2018, 55 to 60 after COVID. So that's this past year that just happened. Now we're at 65, which is basically $70 after tax once again. And the pricing has not increased. Now I believe all of this is happening is because I don't want you to go yell at the tournament organizers. It's not their fault. I'm sure that they did the numbers and they have determined this is how much they have to charge to cover everything and all of that, because I'm sure that they make most of their profits not on regional entry fees but on all of the merchandise and stuff that people purchase and that kind of stuff. At least I would assume that that's how they do it, because they're also charging for spectator passes and whatnot. I would assume that entry is mostly a wash and you make most of your money on all the other stuff, but that is maybe me being a little bit optimistic. Pricing has not increased in that amount of time. So the entry fee has gone up from $20 to $65 in the last 6 years or so, about 6 years, and pricing has not increased. Now, it may look like pricing has increased, but we've gone from top 64 to top 32, which means that pricing has essentially halved overall. And And the reason for this is that around 2016, 2017, the Pokemon Company International stopped subsidizing these regionals. And this is where the problem is. Pokemon is the biggest media franchise on the planet. And if you're telling me that they are not subsidizing these regional events to, I don't know, maybe they started doing them and they decided that these events are not like sell their games better. I don't know. I feel like they probably could, like, especially for the trading card game. Absolutely, these events help sell the trading card game better because there's no reason to play the trading card game if you can't play it competitively. At least for a good chunk of the community, it is basically the second biggest trading card game all over the world is Pokemon, and there's the bigger reason for that is these events. Like, people go to play in these events because they want to be good at the game. They want to play against people. It's fun. Now let's look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals have always been $20. For at least as long as I've been aware of them, they've been $20. A regional happening in Los Angeles, which is presumably a more expensive city to host a regional in than Baltimore, Maryland, it's $20. It's happening this like the week before the Baltimore regional in Los Angeles. It's $20 and you get 5 packs. And if you don't know, a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards is about $4. So you pay $20, you get $20 worth of packs. You don't even get packs for the Pokemon regional. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously, like, Go players and VGC players might not be as interested, but, like, you can open them, it's fun, and maybe you'll pull a chase card, and you can, get your money back. Like, I don't know. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I've qualified for, like, Nationals in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's always $20. And qualifying for Nats and Yu-Gi-Oh! You literally only have to top one regional. Qualifying for stuff in Pokemon is a lot more difficult because basically you only qualify for Worlds because you don't have to qualify for Nats. You can just go. But you have to go to so many events to qualify for Worlds. The $70 price tag really hurts, especially if you have to travel. Like, I'm lucky there's going to be a regional in Orlando, right? But I can't just win that regional and go, okay, I have my invite. Like, you have to top probably like 3 or 4 events to get enough championship points to go to Worlds. And that's what is that? Like $250 that you're spending just on entry? Just on the entry fee. Not no travel, nothing else, just on the entry fees. You're spending like almost $300 probably. And that's if you top every single one of them. And this isn't just a problem for Masters. Like, I think that it's a notoriously bad take that I've seen on Twitter many, many times. But you don't have to go to a regional, I guess, right? You don't have to go compete the game that you love to feel fulfilled in the game that you love, I guess, right? Yeah, no, you can play in grassroots events and feel good about, like, winning when there's no locals right now. You can't play in locals because there's no locals this season. Yeah, you can feel fulfilled playing in grassroots events, right? That's just not how that works. It's just not how that works. It's not the same thing. It's not like saying, like, if you can't afford Starbucks, don't buy Starbucks coffee. Well, if you can't afford to play in a regional, don't play in regionals. Yeah, I guess that's what's going to happen, but that doesn't mean it's okay. Especially these little kids. Little, like, 10-year-olds, if they want to play in the juniors division of Pokemon, the trading card game, the video game, Go, they have to pay $70. I don't know about you, but I don't know any like little 10-year-olds that have $70. 10-year-olds, how old the protagonist is in the video game that we are playing, 10 years old. I'm not mad at the tournament organizers. Really? Like, if it's $70, that's how much it is. I can't do anything about it. Right? But I'm mad at people who don't understand why people are mad. Like, I've seen so many takes on like Twitter that just make my blood boil. Where it's like they're basically like sitting up and they're like their castle, looking down at the starving masses and saying, "Let them eat cake." Like it's really giving those vibes, and I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I can't be okay with that. That's not. And these are like, some of these people are like prominent people in the community, right? Like I don't get it. I don't get it. And then you see people like are proud of them and agree and just be like, well, if they can't afford it, that's less people to compete with at the regional, and that's not okay either. You should want more people to I mean, obviously, if less people enter the regional, you have a better chance of winning, right? Sometimes that's the case. For the regionals this past season, that was not the case. If there were less people, it was because it was a higher caliber of people that were there. But like, we should not be gatekeeping Pokemon. Like I said earlier, Pokemon is the largest media franchise on the planet. You can't gatekeep Pokemon, especially. I mean, casual Pokemon, whatever. Like nobody's trying to gatekeep that. I think some people are, but nobody's really trying to gatekeep that. But competitive Pokemon, if we want competitive Pokemon to be a thing, we should want it to be a thing. We should want it to do good, because if it do good, then we all do good. We get more out of it. We get better players. We get, but maybe better prizing. We get more recognition for people who are good at this game. But that doesn't happen if people don't want to play the game. If people can't afford to play the game, how are people going to play the game? I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling. Maybe I don't make any sense. I don't know. I also found a Magic the Gathering regional that I didn't pull up here, but it was like $30, which is still less than $65. Magic the Gathering, by the way, is the largest trading card game in the United States. And the most expensive, because the cards for Magic are expensive, which is a whole other deal. But we're not talking about that today. And fighting game, you could say, oh, but fighting games, but fighting games, little 10-year-olds don't play fighting games. I mean, I'm sure that they do, but they don't hold tournaments for little 10-year-olds to play fighting games. Most of the people playing fighting games are sweaty adults. and actually, I looked up pricing for Evo. Obviously, it costs like $50 to get into the venue, but it's actually like a convention. And for me, anyway, like I know they treat it like it's a convention, but a Pokemon Regional does not need to be a convention. Evo's like a convention. You're paying to get into the convention, and then each tournament that you play in, you can play in as many as you want as long as the timing doesn't conflict. Each little tournament's $10. And they're charging, at these events, they're charging for spectator passes for Pokemon. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm just poor. Maybe I'm poor. Maybe I've been poor forever. And that's why I don't get it. Maybe this is some poor person problem, as the meme goes. I don't know. I don't know. So that's my rant. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully my little rant made sense. Hopefully I upload this video and people feel the same way, or even if you don't, let me know in the comments. Have a healthy discussion. Don't berate people. Be nice to everybody. If you like the video, like the video. If you want more content like this, let me know. I'm very happy to have angry rants about things, because I love having angry rants about things, and my wife is tired of it, so my wife and some of my friends don't like when I go on angry rants, but I love doing it. It's so satisfying to get stuff off my chest and like start ranting about things. And I might have even peaked my microphone a couple of times. I don't know. I could be a lot louder than I'm being. They all are like, Andrew, why are you yelling? And I'm like, because I'm passionate about this. They don't get it sometimes. But yeah, let me know what you think is happening down in the comments. What do you think about all this? What do you think about everything? Do you want me to rant about something else? I'll give you my honest thoughts about anything, because that's why we're here. That's why I'm here, for you guys. With that, everybody, my name's Andrew. I'll catch you guys next time.